Hello guys, welcome you all for this End-to-End AIML session where you're gonna learn everything in order to become a successful data scientist. Hope you guys are enjoying the session. So we are coming to I will not say in, we are coming to a journey of coding. Okay, like now this session you guys gonna learn uh, the cycle, data science cycle in a form of code. Okay, in the Python for code. Okay, so today you're gonna learn how to load the data, how to manipulate the data, and in the next session you're gonna learn how to visualize it and how to do some kind of filtering kind of thing. Okay, so it's gonna be purely coding session. I hope like you guys gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy a lot. Okay, I hope like the things that we gonna deliver today, right, it's gonna be full and full coding hands on. Okay, so yeah guys, welcome you all for this end-to-end session. So hope you guys are enjoying. Please watch all the previous session videos so that you can have a better understanding of what we are saying. So yeah, without wasting any time, just we will start doing today's session. So today's session is working with data, because like we have completed the entire cycle, right? We know how data works, starting from data acquisition, how we acquire data, how we need to clean the data, how we need to manipulate the data, how we need to go feature engineering, how we need to build a model, how we need to go for evaluation, deployment, and monitoring. Everything we have learned. Okay, now a specific point, working with data, how we gonna do it with help of coding. Okay, let's see. Okay, so working with data was what is our first step. Okay, in working in our data, we gonna loading data. Okay, so there are different way of loading data, guys. Okay, and one more thing, it is not like we need data in a tabular format, not like that. Data can be in any format. I will say data today is like more like unstructured data. Today we are having data in a form of images, graphs, videos, more this kind of thing, text data. I think more like videos, because like we are all very fond of putting status, right? In status we will be putting videos, images. Those are unstructured data, right? So data can be any form. First of all, we need to load the data. How we can load the data, that is what we're going to see. Loading the data, the first step. Okay, we will use the popular iris dataset for this example, which can be loaded directly from the Seaborn library. I hope like if you guys have watched our previous session video, now you guys know what is Seaborn. Seaborn is a visualization library which is built on top of Matplotlib. Okay, so it is also a visualization library, and we're gonna use a dataset called as iris dataset. I will give a simple understanding of what is iris dataset. It is a flower dataset. There will be three different types of flower. Okay, Setosa, Virginica, and Vesicolor. There will be three set of flowers, and how to represent it is the main thing. They will give the petal length, petal width, and sepal width. Okay, hope like this is a simple thing. Okay, what is the size of the flower petal? So like this, and then leaf size, like those things, and they will find whether it belongs to Setosa, Virginica, and Vesicolor based on the width, height, width and length. Okay, sepal length, sepal width, and petal length, petal width. Okay, that's it. Based on that, they're gonna find it. So this is what the data set is. Okay, that is what the iris data set. Have an understanding. Okay, we're gonna play with that data. Okay, completely. So have a basic understanding. Okay, now in order to work on it, I'm gonna import some necessary libraries like import pandas, which is used to use data set. Okay, which is used to handle the data in a form of a data frame, that is in a table form. And then we are having matplotlib as SNS, which is like it is a Seaborn, it's a visualization library which is built on top of Matplotlib, and using that we can load the iris dataset. Then we are having Matplotlib. It is also a basic visualization library which is available in the Python. Okay, next I'm gonna load the iris dataset. This is how I can load the iris dataset. SNS.load dataset, within brackets I'm just giving, in a quotes I'm giving iris. This is how I can load the dataset. Okay, now iris is the value or a variable which has the dataset of iris. Now what is the first thing I'm doing? I'm just displaying the first 5 records. Guys, see here, I'm gonna display the first 5 records because I don't know whether the dataset is loaded or not. So I'm gonna display it. Okay, iris is a variable. In order to print the first 5 rows, iris.head. Head, what it will do means it will print the first 5 records. Okay, you guys see here. This is what the first 5 records we are having, guys. Okay, so we are having petal, sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width. Okay, and we are having float values, guys. I hope like these are the float values. And then the species name is Setosa. Whenever the features like this is Setosa. And yeah, this is what quite the things how we can load the data. Okay, so the simple explanation, pandas library is used to load or handle data in a structured format, like in a data frame format. Whereas we use cbond.load dataset function to load the inbuilt datasets. It can be iris dataset. There are different datasets available. Case tips is one of the dataset. Wine is one of the dataset. Different dataset. Digits is one of the dataset. There are multiple datasets available, but I'm going to use this iris dataset for this entire session. Okay, entire working with data. Next, head displays the first top 5 rows of the data to give a overview of structure. So we need to know whether data is loaded or not, right? So that we are just using it in order to print the top 5 rows, and you can have an idea how, what if I need 10 rows of top, just replace in this circle bracket with 10, you can have a top 10 rows. And now we will have a question, how what I need to do if I need the last 5 rows, go for dot tile. Instead of head you can put tile, you can have a last 5 records. If you need last 10 within tile, within these circle brackets of tile, you need to put 10. Okay, that much easy, guys. Okay, so yeah, that's all about loading the data. Okay, like we have already mentioned, right, you need to have a strong understanding of C. So Python is built on top of C, I will say. So if you guys are well versed with C, then this Python is very very easier for you. It is like completely English language, guys. Okay, I'm very sure like this is English language. Okay, so whenever I'm just repeating the same thing, whenever a guy come to me and he or she is asking what programming language I need to study, I will blindly say go and study this Python. Okay, so yeah, guys. So that's the thing. That's a major thing that you need to know how to load the data set. So one more thing, guys. This is not restricted to only CSV file. Okay, you can load any kind of data set. Okay, I'm just loading here. Wait a minute. I will show the thing. We are loading here CNS load dataset iris, right? Using pandas, you can load any dataset, guys. PD dot read underscore CSV. It will load the CSV file. If you need an Excel file, then just do pd dot read underscore Excel. If you need PDF, there are different way of loading. I'm just saying you a way how you can load the dataset. That's it. Okay, that's a major point. We need to load the dataset, then only we can work on it, right? So that I'm just mentioning you. Yeah, these are the things that you need to look at for data loading. Okay, yeah. Why I'm just stressing this is we gonna have alternative days coding session when we jump into machine learning. Okay, you guys need to have a perfect understanding of how to work on the data, how to play with the data. Okay, that's the only request, like only thing I need from you, so that only we can enjoy the machine learning session. I will have a thing like every day we're gonna learn an algorithm, and the next day, very next day, and very next session we're gonna do the coding. Okay, so for that, this is a basic step. You guys need to know how to load the data. Okay, so yeah, that's from my side. Yes sir, over to you.
Yeah, so working with data, okay. So here we'll start working now a use case like we'll be practically learning how we'll load data in Google Colab. We are using this Google Colab because it has integrated system. So and it is online. You don't have to like use your computer for computation. So we'll be using this. So we'll be importing necessary libraries like Pandas, Seaborn, Matplotlib, and then we'll load the iris dataset, okay, and then we'll be continuing with uh, we will display first row of the data set because that will give us a view, guys. Will and it's very simple English language. You can just learn, just have hands-on practice. You will get. So this is how we'll start exploration of data. What we're talking, data exploration and stuff. We'll try to see what kind of data is it. Huh? What is there? So is there missing value? Is there this something we'll try to understand. So here we are using sepal length, sepal width, and petal length, petal width, species. These are flowers names. Okay, so we are using that so that it is simplified. So these are kind of dimensions you will have. Okay, so to understand data, and these are different flower species. So yeah, so in Panda libraries, we'll be using, we'll handle data in a structured format. Okay. We'll use the Seaborn load, okay, data set function to load built-in iris data set. Okay. And we'll display the first 5 rows of the data so that it will give us an overview of the structure. How is data behaving? So that according to that behavior, so we'll understand data, so that we'll see. So this will help you, this exercise will help you to see the behavior of your data. Suppose when you're loading data to Google Colab or Python or any software, any tool, so this practice will help you to understand your data. Okay, so that you will have a overview, and just learn this and practice this along with what we are doing today. Is you also need to connect, you also need to open Google Colab, and instructions will be given by Raja. So you also need to practice once you're going through these videos, so that hands-on you're learning and you're doing practice also, and that is very important. So whatever we are teaching, just practice it so that it will absorb, it will be absorbed by your intellect, your body, your mind, your memory, all the senses. So this is how synthesis learning will happen, guys. So understand this properly, and let's move on.
Yeah, guys. So today's task of loading data is completed. Okay. What's the next thing that we are having? Data pre-processing. Okay. This is what we are just doing every day, right? For the past 25 days. Okay. You need to load the data. You need to just clean the data. You need to go for feature engineering. Everything comes under this pre-processing. Okay. Let's see what is happening here. Okay. Let's look into it. Let's handle missing data, check up for the duplicates values, and encode categorical variables if any. Okay, guys, I'm going fast. I think so. Okay, let's see. What are the pre-processing steps? Missing data analysis. Okay, if there is any missing data in the in the data in the data set, we gonna see it. Okay, next, check for duplicates. Is there any duplicates present in the data? That is also we gonna see. And then encode categorical variables. Actually, like this thing, myself and sir has explained, right? Models can only understand if it is numbers. So if it is category means it is like a string. We need to convert it to form of a category. Okay. Then only we can we no models can understand. Okay. So that's the thing we need to do. That is what pre-processing. Let's see. First thing what we gonna do means missing values in the data set. Okay. What is that? How we can find it? Iris is a data set name, right? This is a variable name that we have given. Guys, is it right, guys? That's a variable name, right? So that is how we have loaded our data. Now, so missing data value in the data set, iris is a data set name, is null is a function in order to check if there is any null values. Okay, dot sum is an aggregate function which is used to count the number of null values. Now just see the output. Sepal length we are having zero null values, sepal width we are having zero null values, petal length we are having zero null values, petal width we are having zero null values, species we are having zero null values, and it is saying the data type is int 64. Guys, two things you can get from this. First thing, you doesn't need to do any pre-processing, right? So because like no, I will not say like that. You doesn't need to worry about if the data set is having any missing values or not, any null values. No, because all the columns has zero missing values. That's one thing. Okay, by using this statement you can find there is no null values. Another thing, all the columns as the integer data type. Okay, int 64, that means it's an integer data type, that is it is in a form of a number. Okay, then now it is clear that the model can understand, right? Models can understand numbers, right? So now the model can understand this data. Perfect. Now let's go for the next thing. let us check for the duplicates. Okay, how we can check the duplicates? That's also easy. What is your dataset name? Iris dot duplicated. It will say how many, what are the duplicated rows that we are having in the dataset. Sum is again aggregate function. It will count number of duplicates records there. And see here we are having one duplicate value, right? We are having one duplicate data. Now I'm just printing the shape of iris dot shape, that is dataset shape. What it will give means, first thing is row, second thing is column. We are having nearly 150 rows, that is 150 records, and 5 columns. You know what are the columns, right? Sepal length, sepal width, petal width, and then species. I will just show that. See here, sepal length, sepal width, petal width, and species. This is what five columns we are having, whereas this 150 is the number of rows, that is records. Okay, now the check of duplicates says it has one duplicate value. We need to remove it. How we can do it? Just do dataset name, that is iris dot drop duplicates. It will duplicate. It will remove the duplicate values case. Now I'm just giving the same iris state variable. I'm just removing the duplicate. I'm just placing the duplicate removed value to a variable called as iris. Hope it is easy to understand. Okay, now I'm just printing the shape. Guys, see here, now I am having only 149 records rows and the 5 columns as always. Okay, now the duplicate is removed. That was my statement. Now I'm going to justify it, because since we are having one duplicate value, before removal of duplicate I am having 150 records, that is rows. After removing the duplicate by using drop duplicate function, now I am having only 149 records. Okay, I have justified my answer. Okay, this is how you can remove the duplicates. Now let us go for the next pre-processing. Okay, now you guys can see here, right? Now I will just go up. Okay, wait a minute, I will show the data set. Okay, guys, see this data set. There is one problem in this data set. I will say the model cannot understand. Why? What is the reason? Because all the column doesn't have the number value. Sepal length has the number value, that is numeric value. Sepal width also has numeric value. Petal length has the numeric value. Petal width also has a numerical value. But the species column is a string. We need to convert this string to a number, that is numeric. Category to a numeric we need to convert. How we can do that? That is what another pre-processing that we're gonna do. We're gonna do species encoder. In iris dataset, I'm going to create a new column called a species encoder. In that, iris species, this is the column that has the species name, Setosa, Virginica, and vesicolor. What I'm going to do means, as type category, that is, it is in a string category. Okay, it is in a string category. That is what this thing implies. Dot cat code. What it does means, it will convert the categories to a code form, that is zeros and ones or twos, anything. Zeros from zeros it will do. Since we are having set of virginical vesicle 3 values, 0 1 2, it will do like that. Okay, that is string value is converted to numerical value. Just see here. Now I am gonna display the first 5 rows to confirm the changes, whether the changes happens or not. Now print iris dot head, because now we have added one more new column. You can see this is a column that we are having, species encoded. Okay, now you guys see here, we are having sepal length, sepal width, petal width, all are numeric. Species is now encoded as numeric, that is 0 1 2, like that will be. Setosa is given as 0, and Versinica and vesicolor will be following 1 2. Okay, now the string value is converted to zeros and ones. Now you guys tell me, numeric. We can remove this column also. Now we doesn't need this column. We have replicated this column. For the inference purpose, I am having this column. Okay. I hope like this is a clear understanding. Okay. If you guys doesn't understand, please make sure that you ask the doubts in the comment section. Okay. We are here to help you. Hope this is understandable. Now, I'm printing first 5 records, right? As I mentioned, if you go for tile, right, dataset.tile, it will print the last 5 records. See here, we are having last 5 records. First 5 records, it starts from 0 1 2 3 4. Last 5 records means we have ended with 149, right? Now you guys see here, 149, 148, 147, 146, 145. Last 5 records by using this tile function. Guys, hope you are understanding everything. Okay, this is a simple thing, but you guys need to know before we are jumping to the machine learning part. I need you guys to be 100% clear with these concepts. Okay, now let's see the explanation. Is null.sum checks the missing values in the data set. Yeah, true. Duplicated.sum finds the duplicate rows which are removed using drop duplicates, which are further removed by drop duplicates. Okay, duplicated.sum used to find duplicate rows which are removed using, that is, if we find the duplicated dot sum, if we find the records with duplicate values, that is duplicate record, to remove that we will use dot duplicates. The species column is a categorical variable, yeah, true, and so it is encoded into numerical format using as type category dot cat codes. Okay, you guys see here, Virginica is represented as 2, whereas Setosa is represented as 0, and vesicolor will be represented as 1. It is not find error because like first 50 records will be related to Setosa, then 50 records to Virginica, and then next 50 records to vesicolor. Since we have printed the first 5, it relates to Setosa, last 5 Virginica, and since in the middle we have not printed, it is not done. Okay, so yeah, that's all about pre-processing, guys. I just need 100% clearance with these concepts, okay, before moving on to the machine learning part. Okay, so if you guys have any doubts, just ping us in the comments. We are here to help you. Okay, so yeah, that's from my side. I will just again go up. Okay, so yes sir, over to you.
Yeah. So data pre-processing, guys, we have learned the concepts that we have to do data pre-processing because suppose you define the problem statement and you acquired the data, you got the data acquisition is done as per the problem statement and also from the right source. Okay. And after that, once data is you have got it, so you have to do pre-processing. Then you have to connect data and all with the collab or whatever environment you are using. So then we have explained that. Now we are coming to step two, where data pre-processing actually happens. Like how we've learned about what, why, all those things. Now this is a part of how it is happening. Okay, so here we'll see, let us handle the missing data check. It checks for duplicates. We have been discussing that we'll be checking duplicates, missing values, okay, in the definitions and when we were discussing. So and code categorical value if any. Okay, so then we'll check the missing value. We'll say print missing value in the data set. So it is so simple, guys, that see, if you have done coding in C programming, you have to define everything. Here you just need to know the right use, how to use libraries. That's it. That's what I feel. So in C, it is not this simple, guys. It's very simple. So that is why learning C is very important, so that you understand. It will look like a cakewalk if you have learned C. But if you have not learned C, it might look like a Mount Everest. So it's like it's perception. So you have to understand, okay, these aspects. So once we print, then we say print iris in null bracket sum, right? So we have to give this command so that will use iris dataset. Iris dataset is inbuilt, right? It is inbuilt dataset. So we'll see missing values in the dataset. Sapple length 0, sapple width 0, suppose petal length 0. So everything is 0 and data type integer 64, species. So we are seeing this. Then we'll check duplicates. So what is the purpose, guys? To check the missing value. So missing value we have checked. Okay, then we go and check the duplicates. So duplicates, how we print number of we'll say command, okay, number of duplicate rows, then print iris dot duplicate. Okay, in see ups in the first statement we have written print iris dot is null. So is null means is there any null or missing value? Is null means missing value. Okay, because we are checking missing value. In this statement, check for duplicates is we will ask that you print iris dot duplicate. Is there any duplicate value? So we found one. That is the outcome. So this is how, and then we will ask iris dot shape. It will show a shape. So how many columns, how many rows, right? It will show a shape of the data. So this is what it is. Then we ask, okay, drop duplicate rows if any. Then iris equal to iris dot drop duplicates. It will drop the duplicates. Okay, now you'll see in iris shape there were 155. Okay, and in iris after dropping it has dropped one because that was the duplicate. See, above there is one duplicate row, right? That has been dropped because that was duplicate. So now you can see how pre-processing is happening. You can feel that. Now this is how, what and why we have discussed. Now this is how pre-processing is happening. How we are removing missing value, how we are dropping the duplicates. It's so simple, guys. Uh, my kid, if I teach him, he will run this because he's learning coding and from Amity that scratch there is a scratch that Amity University has a website. So it's a very fantastic. Before learning C, you just watch that. We'll have a demo someday. I'll show you very fantastic what you can do, and you will learn actually the basic axiom of programming from scratch. It is developed by Amity and some Amity. So Amity University is like it's a free. Okay. So and once see we have removed the missing value. It's so simple, guys. I see if somebody would have taught me the way we are teaching you, we will love, like, we'll say yes, because nobody taught me the way I am teaching you and the way Raja is teaching. We are making it so simple, guys. Anybody, even 10th class, if somebody has gone to middle school, he can learn and he can apply this. It is just because what we do is we complicate education in our mind, math and concepts in our mind. That is the problem. We need to keep our mind very clean, very simple. So you learn these things simply, okay? So first we remove the missing value. Second, we drop the duplicates. And now let's see. Convert the species column categorical to numerical encoding. Okay, this is what we are asking. So for that we have to write, see in hash we are writing, this is called documentation because so that you understand what we are going to do. No, code is not going to tell you what you are going to do. That is the power of documentation in programming, guys. Okay, so with hash function we define the that what we are going to do, what function we are going to perform, so that normally people can understand. So iris species, okay, underscore encode equal to iris species as type category, okay, dot cat dot codes. So this is how it will convert species column categorical to numerical. So you will not, in first day you are not going to remember all these functions, okay? You just get familiarized with it and you practice, you will naturally learn it. So it's like when you go and learn bat or ball, cricket, you are not learning in first day. You play for years, then you perfect it, right? Same way is programming, guys. I'm telling you, it is the same skill like swimming. In one day, you are not learning swimming. It takes years to perfect all dimensions of swimming. Same way it is programming, okay? First, you learn conceptually. So once your concepts are 100% clear, definitions, everything, then it is very easy. It's 10-20% work, nothing else. Okay. Then display first 5 rows of the, okay, to confirm change. Print data after pre-processing, guys. This is very important because otherwise, if you say pre-processing, it might show you previous data which is not pre-processed, right? So you have to, after pre-processing, you have to specifically write this so that you will get pre-processed data. So then you will know that, okay, data which were not pre-processed, now is it pre-processed? So this is how you will get the displayed, like you will get the data after pre-processed. Okay. And this is the outcome, and then display the last rows of the last rows and confirm the change data after pre-processing iris dot tail. Tail, see, dot tail always shows the tail of, like, tail, and the head, right? Head is like, if you see fish head and the tail. So it will show the first portion of the data and it will show the last, so that you will have a feel and overview of the data, guys. That is why these terminologies are used. So dot head, dot tail. Okay. Then after pre-processing, you will see data, that is the outcome. Okay. Then in 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 null, see, now let's check. Checking the missing value in the dataset, you use is null bracket dot sum bracket, right? Duplicates, you use bracket dot sum dot sorry, dot sum bracket to find duplicates, rows which are removed using drop duplicates. Okay, you have to use these functions. Okay. And then for species column, from categorical variable to encoding into numerical format, you have to write dot as type, okay, bracket colon category, then dot cat dot codes. And these terms you have to remember, because there is no option for that, because Python, Google Colab, all these tools know these terms. So there is no dot, like in C you use integer, float, that you have to write. You have to write void, you have to write all those functions, you have to write. There is no option, you have to remember them. And with practice, you will remember them. Rest, the basic thing I will say, guys, in programming, just understand the logic. If you write your logic, if you're giving any exam, even if you write logic, people will give you 90% marks, you'll get, I'm telling you, for logic. Because the examiner wants to know, are you able to understand the logic? That is the fundamental thing in programming, guys. Okay. Remembering these terminologies, it will come over the time, it will come with the practice. So this is the difference. So today we are breaking down, guys, the hype which people have made for programming, Python, data science, AIML. Like, they have made very hype, exaggerating. We are simplifying each and everything, guys, from concept to application to what, why, and how. Everything we are uh, making it so simple that you guys don't have any problem. Thank you so much. Continuously keep learning, and I hope I have explained well. And guys, I every day I get up and I say, I have to learn today. I know one thing, that I know nothing. Every day is a new day for me, and I enjoy. That's why I enjoy. So I might make mistakes, I might make errors, but that is, being vulnerable is awesome, guys. Being imperfect is awesome. Keep learning. Don't worry about the errors. Don't worry about the mistakes. Just keep moving ahead. That will make you an excellence requires 20% gap. Guys, I'm telling you, the day you say you are full, you are perfect, you have learned, your failure, you will lost everything. So keep learning. Stay foolish, stay hungry, Steve Jobs. So always stay foolish, stay hungry, and keep learning. Have hunger for learning. have hunger for application, have hunger for building something great, solving problems. That's what we need. Okay. And be organic. No perfection is required. Okay. Be organic, but keep learning continuously. Okay. Like kids, they're never shamed of making mistakes, they're always learning. So be a kid if you want to be a great scientist. Be genuine and organic. Okay. Keep learning. Thank you. Let's move to the other section.
Yeah, sure, sir. So, guys, I hope like we are just giving lots of things in the session. We will pass here. Okay, we're gonna see the remaining in the next session. Hope you guys have enjoyed this session. Whenever coding comes, it's very interesting for me. Okay, we are just seeing something live. Okay, we can also we are not just speaking in app. We are just showing in live, so it will be very great for everyone. So hope you guys have enjoyed this session. So we're gonna continue this coding part in the next session. So thank you guys. Hope you have get something new today. So yeah, if you guys are doesn't subscribe to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. We're gonna it is an air log program. We're gonna upload video every day, so you don't gonna miss anything. Okay. So yeah, guys. Until next time, like for the next session, yeah. Meet you all in the next session. Until then, bye guys. See you all in the next session. Bye guys.
Yes, guys, go and watch all the sessions. I'm requesting you, all of you guys. Because if you're serious for data science, AI, ML, and you want to build career, and it is not, it will take years of persistence, hard work, guys. It is not, there is no shortcut for anything. And if somebody is showing you some shortcut and all, guys, that person is just playing with your career. Just learn that there is only one way, that is hard work, persistence, consistency, and long term perspective. Okay, having greater and long term perspective for the career. And even if you don't know anything, just watch these sessions 5 to 10 times, and I'll make sure that the kind of content we have built, it is going to transform you from 0 to 95 plus, I'm telling you. Because these are so simple that anybody can understand. Just go and watch, do reinforced learning, absorb the information without being biased. Like, you don't get data which is biased, right? You don't, when you're going and collecting data, same way, be non-biased towards knowledge, and absorb, digest, and apply. Now, this is the part where you need to apply whatever we have learned, and do it along with us. So, submit your assignments, and if you have any questions, submit your assignments and write in the comment section. Give us feedback. If you need any help, we are there to help you. And keep learning, and also subscribe to our channels, on also press the bell icon so that you will get notification. Keep learning. And nobody, I have seen there are a lot of YouTube channels, guys, but nobody teaches end to end. That is what my research. I have done research. Nobody in the world teaches end to end, guys. And we are not here for views, subscribers, and all, or this. We are for real change. And if you feel it is value, and this is end to end, so you don't have to go
Yeah,
anywhere.
guys. Bye.
Or